Now, let us walk through the recognized stages of human growth and development, from the very beginning of life to old age. Each stage has unique characteristics that you, as a nurse, will encounter in clinical practice. Stage 1, the prenatal stage, conception to birth. Life begins at conception. The prenatal stage is divided into 3 periods. First is the germinal period, which covers the first 2 weeks after fertilization, when the fertilized egg is traveling to and implanting in the uterine wall. Second is the embryonic period, from week 2 to week 8, which is a critical window when all the major organ systems begin to form. This is why exposure to harmful substances like alcohol, certain medications, or infections during this time can cause serious birth defects. Third is the fetal period, from week 9 to birth, when the organs grow, mature, and become functional. For midwives especially, this stage is crucial. Your antenatal care work directly protects fetal growth and development. Stage 2, the neonatal or newborn stage, birth to 28 days. The neonatal period covers the first 28 days of life. This is one of the most vulnerable periods in human existence. The newborn must rapidly adapt to life outside the womb, learning to breathe independently, regulate body temperature, and feed. Nurses and midwives play a life-saving role in this stage through newborn care, early breastfeeding support, and newborn screening. Stage 3, infancy, from 1 month to 1 year. During infancy, the baby undergoes explosive growth and rapid development. Birth weight typically doubles by 5 months and triples by 1 year. The infant develops head control, learns to roll, sit, stand, and often take first steps. Language begins as cooing, then babbling, then first words toward the end of the first year. Emotional attachment, especially to the primary caregiver, is also being established during this stage.
Stage 4, early childhood, 1 to 6 years. Early childhood is sometimes called the preschool years. Physical growth slows slightly compared to infancy, but development of motor, language, social, and cognitive skills accelerates dramatically. Children become mobile, curious explorers. Language explodes. The vocabulary of a 3-year-old can reach around 900 words. Children begin to develop a sense of self, to understand basic social rules, and to engage in imaginative play. Nutrition during this stage is critical, and malnutrition, which is unfortunately still prevalent in many African communities, can have lasting effects on brain development. Stage 5, middle childhood, 6 to 12 years. This is the school-age period. Children are developing logical thinking, but primarily around concrete, tangible things. They are building academic skills, forming peer relationships, and developing a sense of industry and competence. From a nursing perspective, this is an important age for health education, because children are now old enough to understand explanations about their health and to participate in their own care. Stage 6, adolescence, 12 to 18 years. Adolescence is one of the most dramatic stages of development, marked by puberty. Puberty involves rapid physical growth, sexual maturation, and significant hormonal changes. For girls, puberty typically begins between ages 10 and 14, and for boys, between 11 and 16. Alongside the physical changes, adolescents are working through a critical psychological task, which is forming their identity. Who am I? What do I believe? Where do I belong? These are the central questions of adolescence. Peer influence becomes very powerful during this stage, and young people are particularly vulnerable to risky behaviors if they lack proper guidance. Stage 7, early adulthood, 18 to 40 years. Early adulthood is typically the peak of physical development. Strength, reproductive capacity, and cognitive function are generally at their highest. The key developmental tasks during this stage involve forming intimate relationships, establishing a career, and often starting a family. Lifestyle choices made during this period, including diet, exercise, smoking, and alcohol use, will significantly influence health outcomes decades later. Stage 8, Middle adulthood, 40 to 65 years. Middle adulthood brings gradual physical changes. Women experience menopause, typically between ages 45 and 55. For men, there is a more gradual decline in testosterone levels. Vision often changes, and the risk of chronic diseases such as hypertension, diabetes, and heart disease begins to increase. These are conditions that you will see frequently in African clinical settings. Psychologically, people in this stage often reassess their lives and grapple with questions of legacy and meaning. Stage 9, late adulthood or old age, 65 years and beyond. Late adulthood involves further physical decline. Bone density decreases, increasing the risk of fractures. Muscle mass reduces. The immune system becomes less efficient. Cognitive changes can range from mild forgetfulness to conditions like dementia. However, and this is important, many older adults remain healthy, active, and mentally sharp well into their 80s and beyond, especially with good lifestyle habits and healthcare support.
As nurses, you must approach elderly patients with both clinical skill and deep respect. In many African cultures, elders are revered, and your care should reflect that dignity. You should also be aware of age-related changes that affect how medications are metabolized, how wounds heal, and how patients respond to procedures.